Good day, good love, good beauty, illuminators, way showers, activators, and guardians of Gaia. Thank you once again in honor and grace and gratitude as I greet all of you. Thank you for being here with me, Wendy, as we share once again the limitless and timeless and infinite, all meaning the same thing, but yet a little different languages of lights, for everything speaks the language of light. And here I am in my highest joy, sitting in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. The sun is shining, and one of the things I love to do best is meditate in the sunshine. I'm like a little kitty cat or a puppy dog. They always gravitate toward lying in the sun until it's too warm to lie there. And so that's kind of how I feel. I'm actually pretty warm right here, sitting here, even though it's a little cooler outside. And there's a nice breeze blowing today, but it's a little chilly. But so I'm just enjoying this energy. It's been once again an amazing couple of days. Um, I want to greet you all on this amazing, once again, energetic day of 11 energy. Today's date being January 26th, 2018, equals 11. And anybody who knows me knows how much I love 11. It seems to be the gateway and the portal, and many of us who understand repeating numbers in 1111 have found ourselves through that idea. And there's been some very interesting connections I've had in the last few days, even in my own meditations. We had a really fun hangout last night with Reiki with Will in his light language meditation in Aquarian fire, and just reminding me and to share with all of you how we are really just all trying to become our authentic selves. We're trying to navigate through what we think needs to be actually be healed by simply allowing to release what judgments have come to pass. It's very windy today, so I'm hearing winds of change blowing even more frequently. And so it's about losing resistance, about understanding that when we are ill at ease, we are diseased. Healing is simply changing our vibration, raising our vibration, and understanding that we are constantly walking through this gateway. I'm feeling this high energy, animal energy that we've been talking about the last few days. Today, I've even got my elephant shirt on today. Um, because there's been some very interesting information, even in downloads and things that I've been receiving about this idea of being authentic and no longer being our fictional selves, but becoming our authentic selves by healing, which means raising our vibrations to understand that we are perfect and these were experiences, and to send love and understanding and compassion to every fractal of ourselves and allow that healing to begin, meaning raising our health, our vibration to bring us to the state of what the ascended masters, this idea of 11, the ascended masters understood this, that you're not healing the physicalness of you. You are raising your vibration to where you're becoming a higher vibrational version of what you were before. That you is not this you now. It's a completely different uh, frequency. Frequency meaning dial, specific numbers on the dial. You could do 91.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 as an example. So it's about each one of those being a frequency, and as you raise your frequency, your physical body responds differently. It vibrates differently. It vibrates in a different state of a different reality, a different parallel timeline, which is also simply a number, a numeric frequency number that you're vibrating in, literally. And when we feel like we're ascending, when we feel like we're getting downloads, or when we feel like we're being activated, we literally feel ourselves breathing differently, literally vibrating. Our hair stands on end. We get chills and tingles, or we get hot. We can feel the Kundalini, swirling within us. We can feel our chakras being activated, and our auras, um, just vibrating and sending this color around us. So I had some very incredible um, interactions with one of my own new guides. I wanted to say hi to her. Así, ele que un pieza tasa bila hanaklikisa. And um, she told me today to just call her Mama B. She's Mama Beatrice, and a really nice conversation last night in the after chat, after Will's hangout, and about her. But in general, it was really about acceptance. It's about taking all these synchronicities that have been happening with me, and understanding how these are all messages for me. And anytime we're sharing information, light languages, um, our own processes, we have to understand that we are literally, my guides are your guides. Whenever anybody conveys a message, whenever you convey a message to someone else in heartfelt guidance, support, unconditional love, um, experience, uh, connecting by experience, being your authentic self, not needing to change another person, but just being who you are, and thereby vibrating at a particular frequency. And then those who want to match your frequency are going to want to know who you are, how you attained that. And by you sharing this information, you are listening to your guides, you are channeling your higher self, your guides, and helping them. And therefore, their guides, your guides, are now their guides, just like my guides are yours, and so forth. This is something we need to really envelop and understand within each other, that when we are sharing, talking, laughing, meditating, sharing our instruments, our artwork, our light codes, our activations, our oracle and tarot readings, our automatic writings, our channelings, that is you. That is your higher self, your guide speaking through this representation, this frequency, this person before you, me, this version that you've contrived and contracted, if you will, to become the vessel for which this information from your guides is delivered. So it's been a very, once again, another level of profound understanding of how we really are so interconnected. And then the synchronicities today with the colors and the teal, and I found my beautiful ring again. And so I was joking with Michelle Dozier today about the color and the teal, and it just, and how we each keep finding pictures, and I mean things, objects of the same color, because we're thinking about it. And then by being ourselves, being authentic, being you, you being you, and sharing this stuff, we connect, we relate, we communicate, we open up these chakras, we open up this idea of who we really are. And I got a message the other day, elephants, and I heard this message so loud and clear. We have got to individually, if you will, and collectively, but individually, we need to all acknowledge the elephants in the room. And when we look at that term, the elephant in the room, it means something we don't want to we don't want to discuss, we don't want to reveal, we don't want to authenticate, we don't want to, because it's uncomfortable. When we talk about acknowledging the elephant in the room, that is, and whatever that means to you, whatever elephant that is to you, is it a conversation that needs to be had? Is it a change inside of you that needs to happen? Is it, what is it that we individually and individually, therefore collectively, because what you do, we do affects all that is, because we're all connected to all that is. What is it that, what elephant do we need to acknowledge in the room? What elephant do we need to acknowledge in the proverbial human collective room? What do we need to get out there and deal with once and for all, so that we can all raise our vibration and literally heal and take this vibration to the next level? And so, being you, and yesterday I was getting the woodpecker. As soon as I opened the curtains yesterday, there was this woodpecker out there, gorgeous, making this sound that I kept hearing. It sounded like true, true, true. And his black and white body, his red head, and that bird sat there in that tree and then hopped right down on the ground and stood there right in front of me, just walking back and forth. True, true, true. First thing when I woke up. So I'm in this black and white energy, um, seeing things the way that they truly are, yet being neutral about it. Here we have the color of the elephant, which is actually gray. But yet, so we have this neutral gray color of this magnificent animal who's gentle, but yet can can squash you. And then also that I got the animal totem idea, the rhinoceros. Now, I'm not even sure, and I didn't even look it up yet, about the rhinoceros animal totem, and even the elephant animal totem, and the woodpecker. Now, I have looked them up before and I've shared them before, but I didn't do it again to see what information does that have for me and you now. So we're all being invited today. Go out there, and what elephant are we not acknowledging in our own lives that is standing in the way of our own freedom? That's stomping on our own dreams, and um, being able to see our own beauty and to be able to discuss sensitive subjects within ourselves, within our partnerships, within our family structures, within our soul and spiritual families. What what conversations do we need to have collectively? And uh, heartfelt identity. How are they saying this to me? I feel the elephant collective right here with me, and they're just so beautiful and loving, like this. There's because of, I feel how the mother elephant cares for her child, and I'm even seeing the baby rhinoceros. There was a baby rhino born, and her name is Fiona. And so I was just thinking about the baby rhino that was born, Fiona, and how even though she's a baby, she's so large, and how the size of this is so the size of this movement, this stampede, is so loud within us now. It's loud within our hearts, within our ears, within our souls. We so want to be our authentic selves. And we have to ask ourselves, when someone is reacting to something, are we reacting to their reaction, or are we reacting to our own true beliefs on that subject? Or are we simply still so codependent on another person's happiness that we can't find our own satisfaction and solitude, and we can't find our own footing in order to grow, if we are still so dependent upon about someone else's happiness instead of our own first? Because if you don't put yourself first, who's going to? Who is going to? And until each of us puts ourselves first, but that means putting yourselves first in that becoming your authentic self. Because when you become your authentic self, the natural urge is to share and be compassionate and loving and non-judgmental. That's the whole point. That's the stampede that needs to happen, the stampede of love, if you will. and looking at the Elephant Collective and seeing how that is that they interact with each other, and how even in some cases I've seen where they have even shunned an outsider, and how even that is a message that they're bringing us. And that's what we need to see, is all the polarity and then finding the gray in between and being perfectly okay, but yet knowing that's where we grow and expand. And I wanted to share something with you about, well, first also about, I'm hearing in my head too, when a large animal like that runs, you've got the stampede of rhinos, the stampede of elephants, and I'm seeing right now like the other animals, all of a sudden they perk up. Even if it's miles and miles and miles away, they feel the vibration coming. They hear it. They sense it. Their senses go up. Their spidey senses activate, and they go, okay, there's something very loud, very large coming. I know I can't outrun this, so I need to get out of the way. I need to acknowledge its presence, and I need to remove myself from the circumstance in order to save my ass. So, for whatever that's worth, that was the image that I was just getting. Out in the wild, out in the Serengeti, out in the, in the Congo, and I'm seeing just this harmony, yet this still wanting to want to live in harmony and symbiosis, but yet there's still that idea of the prey predator. There's still that energy going on in the wild, and how as we become more authentic, we become more wild within our own beingness, but yet we become more symbiotic with each other and more empathetic. I basato shobi ali eso por eso na hawa koshinari eso do shabri seta se so mosharo sore alakina le shato sopola alakisa te sera ishno seba piato sopala ilakashina la so umare kisa to sopala shno de hilate sene ilaki. So in this quest for authenticity, and this idea of 11 and walking through the gateway and the personal portals and activating these light codes and these light code activations within you, is about being authentic. This is the portal. That is the portal. Becoming you, becoming authentic, becoming absorbing and stampeding and sounding your trumpet and saying, this is who I am. And I love who I am, and I accept who I am, and I no longer judge all the fractals of me, no matter what timelines they were, no matter who I am, no matter what I've done, no matter what I experienced, no matter. We're all connected to every single thing and every single soul and every single oversoul, to the very first soul, the very first one soul. So there's nothing that we haven't all collectively or can collectively experience. And I am always astounded, no matter how many synchronicities and serendipities I experience in a day, I am never, ever, I'm always astounded by them. And so I'm doing some things the other day, and out flutters a piece of paper out of a book I hadn't looked at in a long time. And what do I find but a note from that my mother had written to me, that I had actually written to her. Not a letter, but something that we had copied down, that we read, and I'm afraid I don't know the author, to give them the credit for it. Neither she nor I wrote it, but yet I couldn't believe, once again, the synchronicity of having this fall out. It's called Fictional Self. And this was an exchange that she and I had, I'll bet you, in what year was that? Wow, it was probably right around the first time I read The Secret and I started becoming aware of those things and the law of attraction and things like that. And so I want to say, wow, maybe about 20, maybe 2011, 2010, when I really started waking, like 2011 was like 11, 11, 11 is like when I really woke up. So it was like before that. So Fictional Self, it's a little dog-eared. It's not too long. When you're not living faithfully to your authentic self, you find yourself incomplete, a hole in your soul. It's easier to fill the roles your family and friends expect of you rather than becoming who you really want to be. Living this way drains you of the critical life energy you need to pursue the things you truly value. When you live a life that has you ignoring your gifts and talents while performing assigned or inherited roles, instead, you are living as your fictional self. The fictional self sends you false information about who you are and what you should be doing with your life. It blocks the information you need in order to maintain the connection with your authentic identity. So let's call that this today. The cup of inspiration is about maintaining our connection with our authentic identity. Relying on information from the fictional self means you're putting your trust in a broken compass. You know when your self is telling you what's right for you and what's wrong for you. It's time to acknowledge the elephant in the room. It's time to become your authentic self. And therefore, that voice, that inauthentic voice, will fade into the distance. And instead, you're going to hear that stampede of your own heart beating. You're going to hear another big bird just flew by. You're going to hear that bird song. You're going to hear that song in your heart that tells you what it is that you're really here to do. What is your authentic vibration? What chord is yours? So thanks, Mom, for leaving that for me to find again. Um, Here we are, you know, 2018, 7, 8 more years later, and here I am. This is my now again. That was left for me, but I'm reading it now. So today I wanted to find out. I've got the Gateway and Sacred Traveler decks here from Denise Lynn, and I wanted to invite and thank our spirits for giving us the information today. What message do we need today to become more of our authentic selves? To be more joyous and generous with our own self-love and our own beauty, to see what we're really good at, what really excites us, because what you're good at is a branch of what excites you. And what excites you, even if you're not good at it yet, means it's something you need to explore. And let's say you get this idea that you want to sing or dance or play or build or whatever it is, art, music, play an instrument. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's not even about playing the instrument, doing the thing.
It's about what happens along the journey, the people that you meet, and it could very well be that that thing, that end result isn't the thing, but you find the thing along the way by pursuing that excitement in that moment. Even if it's just looking something up on the internet, I do that all the time. I will get something in my mind and I get it information, and they tell me, go pursue more of this information, whether it's reading, Googling it, whatever, to find out what nugget is there waiting for you that's going to spark that magic to give us, to help us to, get through the gateway. What is it that needs, what message is it for you in that moment, that now, to get you through the gate that moment? So every single day I'm no, I am doing every day something intentionally to say, how can I move out of my comfort zone and do something more authentically? Be more authentic, be more generous, be more loving, be more outgoing, be more pure of heart, and not be afraid to share my words and my love and my energy and my time, and to respond, and to, but also to give myself permission to take time for myself and take self-care and quiet and meditation. And oh, okay, something flipped over. And look at the colors. Oh, see, you guys, I just look at all the colors. I get so excited. Looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Every single color, look, oh my God. And this is amazing because this I drew this morning in my journal for someone as a personal note for their private session coming up. And therefore, I can't reveal it because it's for them. But this image is what I drew, and I also drew it upside down as an M and a W. So, and there in the center, we're looking deeply, and there we find all the jewels. There is the solar plex energy, the light within you, and all the colors waiting to come out to be your authentic self. You find your authentic self by going deeper. And when we say deeper, what we really mean expanding outward. When we're going deeper, we're going deeper out into the cosmos, out into our beingness. But we have to start within the pinpoint, 0 point, right here. And then it expands out. And we find what it is that we need to walk through the gate to go on this sacred journey together. This, sacred traveling, if you will. See, I'm moving over so I can get more sun. As it moves, I move, folks. Oh, hang on. And I was just reminded to tell everybody, too, to join me tomorrow if you're available on the Saturday morning Human Colony webinar, Hucolo, humancolony.org, hucolo.org, HUCOLO, Facebook, on Google. It's going to be a live Google Hangout participation. Links free for open to anybody who wants to come and chat and explore, have fun, ask about light languages, get activations, see what we want to talk about and channel, whatever comes up. My host will be Karen Newman. She's also another amazing woman. So I wanted to mention that today too, and to thank you all for the explosion of information and messages and love and outpouring, and on Facebook. I'm out there on Languages of Lights on Facebook, if you guys don't know me out there yet. And Guillermo Bastos, he's out on Facebook as well. And you guys check him out if you haven't. We're starting a light language circle. He's starting a light language circle. And we're going to start doing all kinds of light languages events. So if you're artists, do you have light languages? Do you want to sing? Do you want to bring your instruments? This is going to be an amazing co-creation. That's something I've been dreaming about ever since the day I began speaking light languages. And from the moment when I started speaking them, I saw all these visions of all of us doing exactly this. So, um, watch, we'll be sending out he'll be sending out the invitations for the invites for the events. We're going to start them up in February. Everybody who joined me for the last Saturday, the last couple of Human Colony webinars, and Jacqueline, my event with Jacqueline Smith, it has been an outpouring of love and activations. And so this is such an amazing time for all of us to co-create, to really activate each other, to bring our energy, our love, our healing modalities, our galactic selves, our multidimensionality selves, and really, really get together and and co-create. And it's more than it's alchemization. This is a brand new alchemization that's happening with all of us, whether it's these light codes that we've all been writing and sharing, and it just absolutely everything is well, here you go. I turned to the archangels page. So really feeling this archangel energy. As a matter of fact, when I did this one, and boy have I been feeling the angel energy today, big time. um, big time. Metatron, Cryon, magnetic service. um, it's just been an incredible day for me too, of activations and more amazing meditations. And the beautiful meditation I received this morning in a download about for another meditation that I received this morning. So really incredible information. So incredible that I opened to the Archangel page. So it's about sharing all of this together in a way that we've never ever done before. So bring your light languages, bring your voices, bring your healing modalities, bring your heart, um, your instruments, whatever they are, and your drawing pads, your light symbols, your sacred circuitries. So iru sobrehara ko soporoso lihisa ilani itakiaso. This is it, you guys. This is the gateway. This is what this is all about. The age of Aquarius, the 11 energy, all of it. And I'm hearing Venus again. Lots of Venusian energy this morning. Lots of Venusian energy. So really feeling it too in this color, these cards too. But feeling this Venusian blue, this purple, just the swirling beautiful colors. But feeling this Venusian love. And there, my friends, our birds are back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. And I never even did go back to look to see if you guys could see them in the video. They're so close to me that they're I just can't believe it. I don't think you guys will be able to see it. I don't know. Yeah, aliasa to si bi ida kisana to me alaki. Soniti tiana ikua sa tasumali sa tashe ida kisana iwa o amayana ikua. There they are again, guys. This is some magnificent energy. And it only stands to reason that yes, I had an amazing conversation. I keep saying amazing. I had an wonderful, and it was enlightening and illuminating conversation with that woodpecker the other day. And when I see, and I watched the eagle the other day, perched in the tree again. The conversations that we can have, because everything's connected to everything, you can literally have a conversation with these versions of you, reflections of you, of the planet, whatever it is, animal, plant, it doesn't matter. Just somebody asha, voyage of the heart. This is a voyage of the heart, and I absolutely love. Oh, sorry. The picture on here of the sacred traveler. This is a voyage of love, and I have been on this. I just love this color. I have been on the voyage of love of my life. since meeting all of you and the experiences that I've had the last few weeks, I truly am on the voyage of love of my life. And it's interesting that she's got a crescent moon with a star in her eye, too. She's got the fish running through her, every single color of the chakra. I'm seeing the water, the earth, the trees, the mountains, the colors, and I cannot, oh my gosh. Okay, love flows through you and to you. Oops, there we go. And I just wanted to see the sun on there. Look at that amazing picture. Because the crescent moon right now, well, it's about half now, but I've been watching it every day. It starts to rise right in the middle of the day, just as, well, pretty much any time now as the sun begins to set, the moon rises and it's so bright in the middle of the day. And here and these, I see even galactic symbols in her hair and the fish in the water. And this right here, that's why I was so astounded when I saw it, because that right here is what I saw in my meditation this morning, and exactly the meditation that they showed me and walked me through this morning is a meditation they wanted me to share with all of you at another time, and maybe we'll even do it tomorrow. Actually, they wanted me to do it tomorrow, so I think if we have the opportunity, I'm going to do it tomorrow during the webinar, the Saturday morning webinar. And because it's like my confirmation that that happened to me today, that was real, that was my own being authentic, and me acknowledging right here with you that's my higher self telling me that it's me leaving my fictional self and practicing becoming my authentic self. This is a voyage of the heart, and every single channeler, every entity, every angel, every single energy that I've ever felt and ever channeled, and everything I've ever heard channeled and shared has been exactly the same message. This is a voyage of the heart. And no matter how hard I try to split these up, these videos, or make them shorter, or it's as if they just say, be you. This is who you are. This is who I am. And I am so blessed and honored and grateful to all of you that you watch these, especially if you're watching them beginning to end and feeling what I'm feeling, experiencing what I'm experiencing. The comments you leave me are absolutely just so awesome and thought provoking, and I really am going to start, and I'm going to commit to this, that I really want to start discussing these comments and addressing this information in more videos as time allows for me, because it's very exciting for me to interact with all of you in this way. And if you're able to have a private session, great. If you can't, that's just get in on the synchronicity. If you haven't heard yet about it yet, I'm for the month of January, and I'm going to continue it on. So if you put the word hashtag synchronicity in the comment section, I'll add your name to a list of a drawing to have just to spend a free session, just whatever galactic information you want to talk about, you want to activate, you want to have questions about, whether it's light languages, you want to, whatever it is, you want an oracle reading, Aquarian fire, do we need to raise your vibration and the idea of healing and health? I mean, all of this, do we need to identify the elephant in the room? But that's why we want to do events, to make this accessible for everybody. and yet still be able to support each other. And so I love doing all these free events, and that's why we're going to start doing this in February. So everybody has a beginning in February, and if you're with the as far as the names in the drawing, and I'm just going to leave everybody's name in there, so you'll have still 12 other chances. I'm going to draw a name every month, and so every month you'll still have a chance. And until it changes and I can't or whatever prevents me from doing that, but for the moment that's my highest excitement. So I thank you all for being with me in my own voyage of the heart, and I thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your sacred journey, the voyage of your heart. So please share who you are, get out there and be you, start a YouTube channel, start a meetup in your community, um, get your galactic art out there, get your channeling out there. Let's start speaking languages. Whatever it is that you do, whether it's this kind of stuff or not, go be the best being you can be with whatever it is that you do. You like physical work, people like making coffee, people like building things, people, otherwise we wouldn't have the things that we do. Everyone has a joy. Go be it. Go be the best authentic you, whatever that you is, and be amazing at it. When we say amazing, make people think, scratching their heads looking at you like, wow, how do they do that? I want to be as good at what I do as what they are at what they do. That's what this is all about. So look at the sun, spend time in nature, spend time with you. You are your universe. Ila kisa mi ishonori awala sonoa. La ia satase senishirawi ela kotavalo eba kosana shila kimba torise. Sinikia sotoposhora sala ala the amarco soparacera sanetiki kiza. And if you guys have questions, call me. I'll do a 15-minute question and answer with you. Just whatever you want to talk about and see, what is it you want to explore more fully on, phone or Skype or Zoom. And then if you want to explore it more fully, we can do that. This is about finding you and me finding me through you. Your guides are my guides, and my guides are your guides. We're in this together. This voyage of the heart, we are in this through and through together, guys. No doubt about it. Together. Masina si ti ilinkia satase. Ah. Mikira sani I kia satashi ilaki mayuraha. Mikira sani abarakia no abakwa satashinatiki. So everybody breathe in right now and just take in this light, take in this love, take in this connection, take in the light codes that are beaming from this beautiful sun, and the trees and the birds and the earth and this beautiful, once again, clear, pure, crisp blue sky, showing us and saying to us, sing your truth. Open that blue throat chakra and sing. Show, breathe your colors. Breathe your authentic self. Yahia ia sanoko akateshe. Nia liano hea lanuaku. Nehia liano sei. Nehia liano lua. Shiaki enia alate sanakora. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wahala. Namaste. Yakarshna.